Hi Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. It's Michelle, your practical priestess here at Divinely Genuine. So welcome guys, welcome back. If you've been here before, if you haven't, welcome to the channel. So we're here to do the tarot reading for the new moon on the 15th, the new moon energies, okay? And I've already blessed, communed with spirit like I usually do. Sorry. And there. And so now I'm just waiting to cut the deck on camera for you guys. Hope you guys are all doing well. Alright, Scorpios, let's get on into it. Let's get on with it. Alright. So we've got the Ten of Pentacles starting out. Wow. Beautiful. This elder man looks as though he has a completed and full life. Pentacles represent our self-value, worth, and what we're then reflected back monetarily to us. So our money, resources, that kind of thing. So the Ten of Pentacles, let's see. Oh, and 10 is the house of Capricorn in astrology. Capricorn is the builder. So yeah, sorry. So the Ten of Pentacles is the wealth of family, inheritance, family obligations, honoring your elders and seeking wisdom from them, a point of final rest and comfort, creating a legacy, your environment and home, loyalty and faithfulness, the value of tradition, living on in our work or our descendants, family as support. Okay? So you guys are having some family obligations going on. Maybe some of you are have gotten inheritance or are thinking about what you'd like to leave for your family. Spending time with maybe some elders. And then in the advice position of this placement, we've got the Nun and Monk card reversed. So it's going to represent more an inward state. Now the light attribute is self-devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. Okay. The negative attribute of this card is negative judgment of the physical world, excess piety, or I think that's how you say that. Yeah, sometimes like I'm guilty of this, and I don't have a lot of Taurus energy going on in my chart, but sometimes when we're a little too spiritual, we can form like a hate or an anger towards like the need for survival or things that have to do with this practical world that are not spiritual, you know. Like I remember like in my early years I was Christian, you know. I've always been a spiritual person, but so I was going to church at the time, and I remember thinking when I went with a friend to a basketball game, man, if everyone just cheered on God like this, you know, or if we were all like cheering for spirit or the divine the way people cheer on sports, you know. And I understand now, especially as I'm an astrologer, that, you know, it's all part of, you know, everyone's chart and their makeup and who they are and what they're more attracted to. And, you know, if sports is your thing, I don't mean to offend, but, you know, point being, sometimes when we're too spiritual and out of balance, we're just, you know, can become angry at things that aren't spiritual. So it's important to keep the balance. You want to stay on the lighter side of things, right? So as you inwardly become devoted to spirit, and working on your family wealth, you'll probably gain some insight as far as what to, you know, what things you'd like to accomplish, what plan you want to have to set up for your kids as you're getting this insight, or family from Spirit with the Ten of Pentacles here. And then we have inward as well, reversed card, the Five of Pentacles. And that is feeling like an outcast, which can happen sometimes when you're doing your own thing, when you're on a spiritual path. You know, Scorpios, you guys are very deep, and, you know, more so than any other sign. You know, it all depends on the aspects in your chart and all this stuff, but y'all go so deep and can be very intuitive and spiritually aware. And, you know, that might make you feel a little alien at times. So yeah, the Five of Pentacles is the outcast. It's being out in the cold, refusal of aid. It's asking for help and not receiving it, being isolated by a community, spiritual isolation, poverty. You cannot guarantee a fortune, loss of money or resources, lack and want, the necessity of survival. So as this card's reversed, if you guys are feeling this way, it is very important that as you realize the thoughts coming through your mind and that are creating these feelings within, that you catch these thoughts and turn them into more promising thoughts. Because either way you look at it, you're telling yourself a lie, you know? Maybe you're trying to figure out a financial situation, but as you're trying to figure it out, you might be saying things like, oh, but I may not have the money. And so you've just affirmed that instead of saying, God has always provided, the divine goddess, spirit, source, whatever you want to call the inner guidance that we're connected to of who created all of us, has always provided for you, you know, and you open up a window for the universe to bless you with that versus opening up a same window of getting more of that negative, worrisome, lack mentality, okay? And then we've got, backing up this card, it was reversed. I'm going to turn around for the camera. It's the Networker. And so as it's reversed inwardly again, enhancing unity through the sharing of information engenders social awareness and empathy. Okay, so maybe because you've been more spending time on, you know, YouTube or online trying to create followings for maybe a business like everyone's doing now. Maybe you're feeling a little outcast and not spending enough time with people in the physical. The shadow side of this is conveys information only for personal gain, spreads fear and falsehood. Okay, so obviously you want to stay on the lighter side of things and you want to enhance unity and not spread any fear. Okay? And we can easily do this just by liking and sharing stuff that we think is making people more aware. But maybe we need to check our resources before sharing it, you know. And we've got the Moon card. So this is very scorpionic, as it's the House of Scorpio. Because Scorpios go so deep, they uncover hidden things. You guys would make great detectives. And so the moon is an illuminary, right? So it illuminates what's hidden. The silver road of shadows and tides, illusion, uncertainty, secrecy, and mystery, lunacy and madness, half-truths, hidden truths. Hence, suspicions, flux, women's mysteries, the subconscious, fearing the shadows, reflection of truth, filtering the truth, Chinese whispers. Okay, so things will be revealed to you. Sparkles. I need my space, kitty. And then we've got, backing this up, we've got the Scribe card. I'll turn that around. And the light attribute is preserving knowledge and information. Shadow attribute is altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. So definitely we don't want to be altering facts, you know, that's terrible. And if you're doing a lot of research